Imagine a young king, just 20 years old, who decides not just to rule his land, but to conquer the entire world. No Google Maps, no modern army, no technology. Instead, he defeats the biggest empires of his time. This is not fiction. This is the real story of Alexander the Great, a man who changed history forever. Hello friends and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to tell the story of Alexander the Great. So let's start. Long ago, in a small kingdom called Macedon, modern day Greece, a boy was born in 356 BC. His name was Alexander. From his childhood, he was not like other kids. While others played games, Alexander listened to stories of heroes. Actually, he wanted to be remembered forever. His father, King Philip II, was a powerful ruler, but the real influence came from his teacher, the great philosopher Aristotle. Aristotle taught him not just science and politics, but also about different cultures, lands, and people. This shaped Alexander's thinking. He didn't just want to win wars, he wanted to understand the world. When Alexander was 20 years old, his father was assassinated. Suddenly, he became a king. Many people thought he is too young, he cannot rule, but Alexander proved them wrong. Very fast, he crushed rebellion, united his kingdom, and then made a bold decision. He decided to attack the mighty Persian Empire, the most powerful empire of that time. Alexander didn't sit behind his army, he led from the front. In battles like Grand Nissus and Issa, he faced huge Persian armies, sometimes double or triple his size. But his strategy was brilliant, his confidence was unshakable, and the soldiers trusted him completely. They followed him not just because he was a king, but because he fought like one of them. The biggest challenge came when he faced the Persian king Darius III. Darius had a massive army, but Alexander had something stronger: speed, planning, and courage. In the famous Battle of Gaugamela, Alexander defeated Darius completely. This victory made him the ruler of Persia. At this point, he could have stopped. He had power, he had wealth, but Alexander was not satisfied. He wanted more. Alexander's dream was to reach the end of the world, and for him, that meant India. At that time, India was known as a land of wealth, knowledge, and powerful kings. So, Alexander marched towards India with his army. After crossing deserts and mountains, he finally reached the northwestern part of India. In India, Alexander faced one of his toughest opponents, King Porus. Porus had something Alexander had never faced before: war elephant. Imagine giant elephants charging into battle. It was terrifying. The Battle of Hydaspes River, nowadays called Jhelum River, was intense. Rain, mud, chaos. But Alexander used smart tactics again. After a long and brutal fight, Alexander won. But something interesting happened next. After the battle, Alexander asked King Porus, "How should I treat you?" Porus replied, "Like a king treats another king." Alexander was impressed. Instead of punishing him, he gave Porus his kingdom back and even added more land. This shows something important. Alexander was not just a conqueror, he respected bravery. After his battle, Alexander wanted to go deeper into India, but his army refused. They were tired. They had been fighting for years. They missed their home, and they had heard about the powerful kingdoms further in India. So, for the first time in his life, Alexander had to stop. This is an important lesson. The journey back was not even the greatest leaders must listen to their people. The journey back was not easy. Alexander's army faced harsh desert, hunger, and exhaustion. Many soldiers died. Even Alexander himself became weak. Fine. In 323 BC, at just 32 years old, Alexander died in Babylon. Alexander is called great because he never lost a battle. He created one of the largest empires in his history, from Greece to India. His meeting with King Porus is one of the most respected moments in Indian history. He respected Indian culture and bravery. Even today, his strategies are studied in military schools. It's not just his victory, it's his mindset. He dreamed big. He took risks. He led from the front. He respected his enemies. He never accepted limit. Alexander once said, "There is nothing impossible to him who will try." He lived only 32 years, but the story is still alive after more than 2,000 years. Think about it. You don't need a long life to make history. You need a powerful vision. So, the question is, what will you conquer in your life? So, this was the real origin of the Alexander the Great. So, thanks and have a nice day.